Yes, ma'am.
Let others answer, Goldie. I don't want you or Malivika to answer. I want others to answer, those who are attending. Leia, Tulya, Kartikeyan, Sumana, Anchali, Anchal, Anjali. What are you people doing? I won't start this unless someone of you answer. Yes, Arushi? Yes, Arushi. Arushi, yes, you can speak. So you could do it without any problem? Okay. So today what we'll do is download 2 different packages and try running them, okay? So I'll share my screen.
Ma'am, when I was doing the notch one, ma'am, they were
Hmm.
asking us warning message,
Hmm.
uh, like it is better off to set notch as false. Maybe set notch as false.
Yeah, you could just try those options and see what will happen. That's it. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am. When I put the notch off, it showed a regular box plot.
Box plot, huh? So sometimes certain packages say because the figure might be distorted or something like that, it might give you a warning. You can still say true and run it. Did you run a plot like that and could you get that notch plot?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So that's it. Okay. So certain warnings will be there. Try around both the kinds and see what will happen. That's it. Okay. You don't have to worry about your system getting crashed or something.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Just a second. Okay, everybody check here under your to your right hand side. You have packages here, right? Files, plots, packages. Under that, check whether you have a package called ggplot2. This one, ggplot2. Can anybody answer me? ggplot2. If it's not there, that means you have to download the package from tools, install packages. Now you get a pop-in like this. Here, click on ggplot2. Okay, and then say install. If it's already there, all you have to do is click on that. You'll see a library has been started to open this package. Do until this and let me know if everybody's got this ggplot2. Anybody there?
Download, ma'am.
Downloaded. Okay, and then you have to click on it, or you have to give the type in the code library ggplot2. So apart from who's speaking, Nihal, right? Apart from Nihal, I want at least 2-3 people answering. Otherwise, I feel like I'm only teaching Nihal.
Ma'am, downloaded, ma'am.
Got it, ma'am.
Got it? Okay. Now what we'll do is we'll run some interesting codes in there. Okay. Got it. Okay. Thank you, Kavya. Okay. Yes, the last class we opened cars, right? Remember? Empty cars, the data. We'll be using that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now all I can simply do is last time we had to give we have to type in the code for each plot or bar or etc. So here see what happens. I type in ggplot data equals to empty cars. Okay, and then say run. Did you get something? I'm sorry, I couldn't get anything in here. Okay, you will get just a display like an output like this, but we'll add some more information here. Okay. So what I'll do is for the same code, above code, I'll further add AES. I'll be adding aesthetic layer. What I'm saying x is equal to, because earlier when I say ggplot data is equal to empty cards, it just gave a blank space. Okay, that's not, there's nothing in there. Now, because I didn't mention what should be the x-axis, what should be the y-axis, right? So here I'll give those values here. So how do I call those values? I use AES, aesthetics. X is equal to HP. Okay. And then Y is equal to, find your spacings and spellings, MPG, and color to be DISP, display. Okay. Some error has come. Right. Now I forgot the comma here, and then that's the error. Then say COL equals DISP. Okay. Okay. Now I'll be adding further to the same plus GEOM underscore point. Point. Now see, you'll get some output here. Did you see the scatter plot? The earlier, the last day before yesterday when we did, we had to use the scatter plot, and there were no colors in there. Here, inbuilt for this particular code, there is an inbuilt graph which, colors it's taking. Okay. So this is how you add a geometric layer, adding size, color, shape, and then plotting the histogram. Okay. Everybody till here got this?
Ma'am, what does AES stand for?
Aesthetics, it's something like aesthetics, like it's in paintings, art. You want this plot to be beautiful, you are beautifying your earlier bland scatter plot into using colors, grids, etc. So ggplots gives you more what do you say, layers of adding complexity to your graphs. You can make it more beautiful.
Okay, ma'am. And ma'am,
Okay.
here color we gave us DISP. It's not a color.
Color should be displayed. I'm just saying that
Right.
color
Okay.
should be
Should be
displayed. Okay.
displayed. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody able to do this? Could get this plot?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So here under help, okay, you can check for this particular package help. Okay, question mark, sorry, question mark, help of what? ggplot. Here the simple help option here, where you can just click on the type of plots and it will give out all the kinds of codes here for this particular code. Okay, so you have again index here where you can see what all are the meanings of each code here. AES means construct aesthetic mappings. Okay, you have options for colors. Okay, click on each one. You can see how to run those particular plots or those particular code. Okay, so you have guide color bar. See, guide color bar will give you title, title position, label. You can just play with these things, and sometimes you'll also have examples here. Okay, you can just directly work out certain examples using the copy code and use it here. I'm just copy and pasting these and running it. See, a grid has come in. So you can just play around using each one, and depending on the kind of graphs you want, you will get that. Okay. So you have this index here, everything related to ggplot. Under this ggplot, what all are the options you have and how to use each option. You can click on any of them and it will give you how to code in. Okay, for example, here your stat box plot is there. So here the type of use code which will be different from the previous package. So here you have all the arguments related to that particular code for box plots, and you have certain options here where you can play around and see how to get a box plot. See, for example, let's play here. We have seen notch true. So here, ggplot. See, you will get this box plot here. All you have to do is go to the help, click on the box plot, GOEM box plot. There was a box plot option, and go down. You will get sample codes here. Now once you play with this, you have to start entering your own code and try to get it in the same way. Okay, and for your data, you always have to make sure that you have to see how your data has to be presented. For example, as I told you, view empty cards. Okay, so for data similar to this way, this position, if you have data also in this kind, not all the columns, at least 1, 2, 3 in this in this type of arrangement, you can also get all the plots assigned in this shown in this particular package. Got this, or am I confusing you people? Everybody listening to me?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand this? Kavya, Nihal, Leah?
Yes, ma'am, understood.
Yeah. So as I told you, R is exhaustive. Okay, that means it has so many tools and so many packages in here. You start typing A, see, there are so many options coming in here. These are the types of packages you have. Okay. For A itself, how many have come? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Okay, 80. So if you click to A to Z, you'll have so many packages, hundreds of packages So depending on what you want to do with the data, there are different kinds of R packages. Then you have something called bioconductor also. Hmm. Biocompute. Okay, see this biocompute, biocomb, biomanager, bioc manager. Now these packages are related to bioinformatics. Okay, so once you're comfortable coding simple statistics, etc., you can even start working on these packages also. So for every package, you will have a help option, inbuilt data option, and then the codes also. Run those examples files first, then work on the real life data where you have similar, type of data you're getting, and then work it on those. Okay. So working on examples also, sometimes you will get errors, kind of these errors. You should be able to work on those errors. Okay. So now install a package called, till here every clear? I hope everybody understood what I'm trying to tell you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now say suppose you have a genotypic data. For example, I'll give you an instance. Say you have a class of 30 or 60 people, and you would like to know a genotype of a particular gene. Usually, for simplicity's sake, let's say you are trying to see whether for a given kind of SNP, that is single nucleotide polymorphism, there are two alleles there, G and A. Now you want to find out the genotypes of your classmates. So what you'll do, you do PCR and you use RFLP method and try to genotype each person's genotype. So what will be the three possible genotype for a given allele, say G and A? Can anyone tell me? You have two alleles, G and A. What are the three possible genotypes present in the any
Ma'am, homozygous, dominant, homozygous, recessive, and heterozygous.
Yeah, how would you call it? GG, capital GG,
Capital G, capital G, capital.
GG, GA, or AG, or AA, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So in the whole of the classroom, you can categorize under each one, this one only. It is either capital GG, GA, or AA. Okay. Now you have done your experiment and got the results. Now you want to analyze the data. What could you do? Can anyone tell me? You have 60 samples data. Okay, each data will have the name of the person, first column. Second column, you will say, okay, gender, males or females. Then you might have age. Okay, and then finally the genotype here. Okay, which would be either GG or GA or AA. Okay, so you have such columns. Now, for this data, what analysis or what statistical analysis would you be doing using R? If not R, anything, can anyone tell me what would you do with such data?
Ma'am, we have to make a data frame first.
Let's not go into R. First of all, what would you do with this data? What information can you get from this data?
Ma'am, we'll check which is dominant, which is more frequently occurring, and all.
Yes, which is more frequently occurring, which genotype is more frequently occurring. That's it. That's exactly what you want to do, right? Say suppose 30 and 60, you can do manually also. But if it's like 100, thousands, it's very difficult, right? With many parameters also. Suppose you're simultaneously checking what are the levels of your, say, hemoglobin. That level will be there. So you're, as and as you do, especially human data, especially something related to health and disease, it slowly increases, right? The number of variables you take will be increasing. Okay. Say, suppose you have something like that. How would you process such huge data? Now, for that, please download from tools, install packages, something called SNP, ASSOC, SNP ASSOC, and say install. Install that and open the version. Okay. Till that, do that and let me know. SNP ASSOC. And if, say, suppose your R studio or R version says this is not the version, you have to maybe download even the other version of R which is recommended. Install that first and then install your SNP association. See, I'm getting an warning message here saying that this was built under version 4.1.3. So I can check whether I have version 1.3 and change it to that. No, I don't have. So I can as well change this to, I can download our version 4.1.3. Now, how would you do that? How do you go about doing it? I install 4.1.3. R 4.1.3. Today, after this session, Malavika will post a quiz, Google Doc file with a quiz. There will be 25 questions regarding various functions we had done till yesterday. Okay, R. So everybody attempt it. Okay, I'll consider that also even for giving out your certificate. So tools, global options, change 4.1.3, click OK, click OK, apply, OK, don't save, then just start again with RStudio. Okay, it's 4.1.3, so I can just switch on the SNP associate. Everybody there with me? Or am I speaking to myself?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you ready with your library SNP associate?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So now we'll start with opening, some of the open there and do some. Okay. Start with data. And there's a package, there's a data set called asthma in it. ASTHMA, asthma, and package equals to, in inverted comma, SNP associate. Okay, if you're getting your greater than symbol properly, that means your package has everything in that. The package is successfully opened and the data asthma is also open. Okay. Now type in str of asthma table from the list len. List len equals to 9. Okay, what is that your information you're getting? It is saying that asthma is a data frame with 1,578 observations of 57 variables. Okay, and for example, the country is a factor with 10 levels. That means there are 10 different countries in there, Australia, Belgium, etc., etc. Then you have gender, which is a factor with 2 levels, males and females. Then you have age, which is numerical, BMI, which is numerical, smoke, which is integer. So it has either ones or zeros. One means smokers, zeros are non-smokers. And you have case controls, which is also an integer, zeros, 0, 0. That means they are controls and ones are cases. Then if you see, you have RS numbers. So this RSID number, this is an RSID number which is related to one particular genotype, one particular SNP. So it has 3 levels. See, capital A, capital A, capital A, capital G, capital G, capital G, just as we have talked about. So these are coded in terms of 3 for, maybe AA, AG for 2 and small g, capital G for 1. This is how it has been coded. The rest of the information will also, 57, right, variables, the rest of the information will also be in the same lines. Everybody got it till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now suppose I want to see the same data in another format. I can just click on like this, asthma, square brackets, 1:5, 1:5, comma, 1:8. Oh, 1:8. Click on that, you'll see that this is how the data is saved in. So what I did was first to 5 rows and first to 8 columns of information, I'm able to see it as almost like a table. Now what I'll do is I'll subset this particular table. This is table, it's also is very huge, so I'll subset it. So what I'll do, I'll create ASTHMA asthma.s as a subset. Okay, and then set up SNP with data from asthma, comma, column number with SNPs equals to 7. Okay, and and is to n call from asthma asthma, which is separated by a space. Okay. Okay, you don't have this argument. Set up SNP. Okay, let me do another one. There's no IDX, grep. Okay, just a second. I'll explain you once I finish this. Yes, comma, all names, asthma. Okay. Asthma. Dot s. Okay. Okay, instead of this, let's say head asthma followed by okay. Click on this, simple. Don't use this above one. Just say head and use the dataset name asthma symbol, dollar symbol followed by pick any of the RSID. You will see what are the different kinds of information you have. Okay. And then if I say what is the class of asthma or the first RSID, say suppose I'm clicking on it, you'll get it is a factor. Okay. And I can say summary of asthma dollar. You'll get the number of the frequency of each RSID, I mean each SNP.
Ma'am,
Everybody got it here? Yeah.
can you please explain that IDX we used?
You don't have to do that, but because there, I didn't find the function called setup SNP. I'll have to search in here. Earlier I could see, but now I'm not able to see this. Let me check. So that is why just go with the I'm not able to see this particular argument setup SNP. For that only it will work. See here. This is supposed to come in here, but I am not able to see this argument in this particular package.
So, ma'am, we can only get data by giving that head.
Yes, head, the class, and summary. Okay.
Okay, okay, thank you, ma'am.
So I can even plot the above data here. Plot asthma and your one of the RSID. You should be able to see your bar graph like this. Usually, if anybody have done projects on human genetics, typically you definitely need this information. Okay, and you can even change this above plot to say, instead of bar graphs, I can say type equals to pi. Oh, it's obsolete. So this is gone. This particular. So certain programming has been changed. So just be careful while you're using the help file and using coding these. Usually SMP summary also should be there. That means Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium and all that part should be available. Let me check whether it's working or not. HWE table. No. Earlier there was something called, there is something missing in here. Try downloading this package also, which is called Cable Extra. Some of the functions, earlier codes are not working, so I think we may as well download some other package. Let me once try again. Not there, people. Okay, let me see. Install packages for SMP. Sorry guys, but this particular package seems to be not working too much, because earlier it was like you could get summary. That means Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium, all those you could see, but now I don't see these particular codes, even though in the help package it's all showing. Like, see, you should be able to use any of these and you should be able to run these codes, and not able to see these codes anymore, not this data set also here. So let me just work on this and let you know. Okay, apart from this, any other packages are there? Because earlier I did my PhD work with this particular data package, and now I'm not able to see this. Okay. Meanwhile, let's okay, any questions still here? Comfortable using R, first of all?
Sort of, ma'am.
Sort of, meaning until unless what happens, you get some kind of experimental data in your hand and start working on that in R, that's when you'll get even more complete confidence. Right now all I can do is show how to download package, how to run a code, etc. But always remember, certain packages may go obsolete, just as we have seen. Okay, but apart from that, right now you're comfortable. I think you already also had a good hands-on with Python, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So which one did you like, Python or R better?
R.
Why? Python is supposed to be easier than R because R is more stringent with spaces, commas, etc. Why did you like R instead of Python?
Ma'am, don't know because we started with R or what, but Python seemed more complex.
Anybody else with the same answer?
Yes, ma'am. It's the same actually.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But yeah, even I started with R, and general consensus among coders is that Python is way easier than R. But I don't. I would say it's like either way. Depends on how you use certain packages. Okay. So for now, any doubts still here? What I'll do is today people finish off with the quiz, then put in your questions, you have doubts, anything until that quiz. Then what I'll do is I'll create another quiz which should be about more about the practicals. Say it's like practical. You'd have to download a package, work on the data set, and then give out the proper results. So it will not be very direct, simple questions, for as similar as the assignment I will be giving today. Okay. Once you do that kind of practicals, then we'll have a next session wherein you'll get number of doubts, a number of breaks in there. You'll get many errors, how to resolve them, etc. Will you agree with me? Are you all okay with that? See, the test is not something like a gold standard. What I want you to be comfortable using R. Okay. So till yesterday, whatever you have learned, those 25 questions will be based on that. Then afterwards, now everybody is comfortable downloading packages. First of all, can I get an affirmative for this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Others?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Arpan, Priyanka. Okay. Any down arrows, down thumbs? All thumbs up only, thumbs down. Any thumbs downs here? Yes, you can ask me that question, whoever raised their hands. Okay, so the next, finish off today's assignment and we'll discuss the answers. Depending on that, the next session, before we plan out next session, I'll give you a tougher assignment where you'll have to work out the problems. That means depending on the package, sometimes you may have to download the package and check on those and etc. Okay, before that, one final thing I'll show you today is how to upload Excels of yours. Okay, so that also you should be able to be comfortable. Okay, here you have something called where's this? Okay, import data set. See this? Yes, you can import data from text or Excel or even other programming languages like SPSS and SAS and Stata. For now, I'll show you how to pick information from Excel, like how do you upload information for Excel. Okay, say suppose you have inbuilt data. I'll first search for my data. Okay. This is too complex. Let me pick something easy. See, I have here 2-3 different kinds of data here. Let's upload that. Okay, upload it into R. So first from Excel, you have something called, see, in your environment here something called import data set. You can take from Excel, a pop-up window will open like this, and then you say browse. Okay, I have some data downloaded in my downloads, so I'll browse there. Okay, here also you have options, all files, so you have to search. So okay, I'm clicking on this and say open. Always make sure, okay, this is not a valid Excel file, so this is not an Excel, this is a CSV format. That means I have to open it from text. Okay, text, downloads. Now, what do you mean by CSV? Can anyone tell me? CSV.
Ma'am, comma separated values.
Yes, exactly. See here, every word is followed by a comma here, if you see. Okay, this is called delimiter, D-E-L, delimiter. Okay, say here you have, which is the separators? Is it a tab? Is it a semicolon? Is it a comma? Is it a white space? Depending on that, you know, this particular data will be imported into the R program. See here, it is here. So by default, it has taken some delimiter and has put it into different columns here. Mostly it is space. Okay. Now this is from text. Remember, in text, I'll show you a notepad and then I'll, sorry. I'll open a notepad and type in 3 different kinds of data. Say, for example, there's a blank notepad, right? Here also, I can create some data. Say, for first one, I'll say serial number and give a tab. You know, above your caps lock, there's a tab. You can give that as a spacer. Okay, this becomes tab separated values, TSV. Okay, so tab, gender, tab, age, tab, what do I call, weight, VEIGHT. Okay, now I'll start giving out filling the values. Female, age 34, weight 59, then 2, male 23, weight 66, female, next 45. Say suppose I'm not filling any value here, and then 4, male, tab 59. I can save this, save as. Okay, you can give me a test file. Okay, test. And always remember, when you're creating your own data, use small letters instead of any capital letters. Make it very simple. Otherwise, while typing your code, it will be very difficult. Okay, now I have saved it as test. So I want to again import this, okay, from text. Again, so test, open. See, it was automatically taking as separator as tab here. See, it is checking it. Okay, so your string has factors. You can also click it up and say import. See, it has taken, and say suppose there is no, I haven't given one, I have left out one option here in the third one. So it is showing it as not applicable. Okay. Say suppose I'll change this again, notepad to, instead of the tabs, I'll say comma. Okay, I'll use comma as my delimiter. It is called as delimiter. That means what is it that differentiates from one variable, one value to another value. Earlier, it was called as tab separated value. Now, it is called as comma separated value. Why am I telling this is most of the bioinformatics or statistical data which you will get will be based on either space or tab or comma, or sometimes even slashes also. Slashes means, say suppose for this I'm adding extra, like for example here I'm adding an extra one, genotype. So genotype can be given like P/G also, okay, comma, G/A, comma, A/A, comma, A/G. Now save this test format, and I'll change the name to test1 this time, because otherwise there'll be a mistake. Test_A. Okay. Now again import from text, downloads, test A, open. Now check what is the separator it has taken up as. It has comma. So this is a comma separated value. Okay. And string is factors and import. So there's some mistake here. Why? Because I have to give a space here. Instead of that, I made a mistake of directly giving the genotype. Earlier it was a missing data, remember? So be careful how you are taking the information, saving the information. Okay. And one last thing, Excel. So from Excel, I'll browse, downloads. Okay, this is an Excel, definitely. Open. Okay, now it will say which is the sheet name. Say suppose you have 2-3 sheets. You want to pick information from which sheet. Check on that, and then see whether you have your first row as no names or not. If it is there, okay. And you can even define how many rows only you want, on how many sheets only you want. For now, I'll just import it like this only. See, it has come here. Okay, everybody got till here how to import your own data into our?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so good luck with your assignment. What do you say? Test 1, and after that test 2 also. After test 2, let us sit back and see whether you further need my instructions to work on R, or you're comfortable working with that, and then we'll just wind it up. Okay? Agreed with me?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, then see you all. So we'll decide on the date for the next class later. Finish off with your test. Okay, good luck. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.